looking branch out of a grapevine from my house. I scraped the ground and I peed in it. I'm not spitting anything around here. Now, there's the mock-looking branch. It's about chest height, so I'd say 4 feet. It's not too it's not too high, so the young fawns can't reach it. So the deer will put their scent on that, and bucks will be attracted to it. So I could, they'll be rubbing their antlers on it, and it'll still be anchored. I anchored it with a screw-in step right there. Anchored it to the tree. I've screwed them in before, but the screw-in step kind of holds it a little better because it's got all of that surface area hitting it, and I put it right down the center of it. There's right down the center of it, so it holds it in place. So there's a better shot of it. So I'm anticipating there's a trail right here, a trail right here. There's also a trail that runs from there this way. This is the tree that I've prepped. I am going to be right above this large grapevine. So you can see my screw-in steps right there. That's right where I'm going to be. So basically, here's another trail. So trail here, I put it right in the middle of the trail. So the deer will be coming either this way or that way. I can get a nice broadside shot because my trees are directly behind me. So there's a branch coming down. There's a tree. This is a great spot when it comes to the rock, just because of the lay of the land. That's a huge hill that they'll lay on. There's a couple small military crests up there, but I've seen them. They'll pop out of nowhere, out of here. There's another small trail right here. It's all bedding underneath, so the bucks will run this. This is basically a military crest or ridge too. The bucks will run this ridge line, and sorry, I was looking for ticks. I've had about 5 ticks on me already. There's another one right there. Get it off of me. I'm gonna get out of the woods and get my clothes on the dryer. Oh, that's a tip for you guys. If you're in an area where you know there's a lot of ticks, take your clothes off, put them in the dryer. The dry air will kill the ticks. So if you put them in a washer, it won't kill them until you dry them. Because ticks need moisture. So the military crest right here, I expect them to run this ridge searching for does. I've had one last year. Where's the one I shot with? Oh, the one last year I shot with a bow. He was up top of there. I heard him grunting coming down the hill, so I didn't even see him yet. I grabbed my bow and had my bow drawn before I even saw him. I knew it was a buck. I don't know how big it was. If it was a really small one, I would have just let him go, but he came right underneath the tree and I shot him right here. Probably about 2 yards, almost straight. Actually, no. I let him come out here a ways and shot him because I remember he was right here. He was directly underneath me. I let him come out a little way so I had a better angle. Because straight down shots, there's less surface to hit him, and a little bit of an angle. I put it right below his spine on the near side. It kind of went straight down, and he died basically. It was right there. It was within 20 yards. What's his name says didn't go 20, but he was 21. I'm not gonna lie, he was 21 yards. Which I'm happy with that because I saw him expire right there and I didn't have to track or anything. No second guessing. And then the buck I shot with my gun, it was a couple of weeks later. He came up. He was chasing a doe right up here, and he actually came behind me because I faced the tree because I use a saddle. He came behind me up over here before I was able to get a shot at him over here, and then he ran, stopped there, and then fell down there. Fell down over the, he laid down over there. I had to go get him. So my bow shot went a lot farther, or a lot less than my gun shot, that's for sure. So I just drug him to the road. But this is my little ambush, a little trick. All deer will use this. Basically cut a section of grapevine, hang it up so they can't smell or touch way up where you touched. Leave this grapevine about chest high, make a good scrape on the ground, pee in it. If you had a lot of coffee or anything, I wouldn't pee in it, but even if you just scrape the ground and leave this, the deer will come and leave their scent, which they'll leave all their scent from their their glands by their eyes and everything right here too. So every single type of deer will put their scent on this. Fawns will, does will, and bucks will. And yeah, so I hope to make this a center of attraction for when they come in here, because it's directly broadside. Even though it seems like every deer that comes through here goes within a couple feet of the tree, it's still nice to get a nice clean shot, or it's still nice to have them right where you want them, and it'll actually bring the big deer in the area around to check this out, because it'll be like a community scrape. That's what they call them. So basically I'm trying to make a community scrape with a mock licking branch out of a grapevine. And that's that. I'm gonna get out of here because I got freaking ticks are getting on me now, and I really don't want to have one bite me. But yeah, I'm prepping this spot, and it's mid-April right now. So they don't have any leaves on the trees, nothing. This is what it looks like during gun and bow season. And I do all my prepping during the spring, early spring, before the leaves are on the tree, just so that I can come up here and I can talk as much as I want. I can do whatever I want, make as much noise. I cut a tree down over there because I had one come in from there, and he came in behind me. So by the time I got around the tree where I could get a shot, the deer was way out here, and there was a tree here, and I couldn't shoot at him till he was just about over the knoll, and he didn't really give me a good shot. He was probably a 3.5. He wasn't that big. He was an 8-pointer, but he had small tines. Might even have been the one that I shot during gun season. So this is the spot. Do your prepping during spring. Get in here when it's cold so the ticks aren't on you as much, and you can make as much noise and leave as much scent as you want, and you don't have to worry about blowing up your area a couple days or a week before you actually hunt it. But this is by far the best spot I've hunted, and I've hunted a lot. I've hunted probably close to thousands of different spots, over 1,000 different spots easily. Yeah, I was thinking about prepping a tree down there because they do come over that knoll. There is another runway, or what's it called? Another trail comes up from the bedding area. It's pretty defined that goes up over there, but it seems like every deer that comes through here goes right underneath my tree. So I don't think I'm really missing much that's going on over there. Maybe if I buy this property in the future, this is ask permission to hunt this land. I'm the only one that hunts this land. It's like a mountain, So nobody really wants to climb up in here. It's pretty secluded. It doesn't get any hunting or human pressure in here until I come up in here, and I strategically come up in here maybe 3 or 4 times during bow season when it's cold or a cold front runs through. But maybe I will prep. There's a big pine tree right there. Maybe I will prep or just put a tree stand over there. But I don't know. I kind of want to just leave it. There's not too much pressure in here. Like, say if my brother wanted to come up hunting with me, I can have an actual stand for him over there. But I use the thermals to my advantage. I come in here in the morning. This is uphill from the majority of the movement. Stay scent free as possible, and that's that. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm happy with what I prepped, and all in all, it's been a good day. I had to move some of my steps on my tree because they were angled down. So when I was trying to walk on my steps, there's some steps right there. There's 1, 2, 3. This is the other side of the tree that I really don't need to have steps on. But the steps were angled downward, so it was very uncomfortable, and I couldn't move as quickly as I wanted to, as stealthily as I wanted to, put it that way. So this is a good spot. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching.